So I'm kind of new to this kind of thing. When I was growing up, I had this my best friend Cameron at the time. When I was in elementary school, we used to watch YouTube at his house, and I never really knew what kind of YouTube channel I'd ever have, but I always wondered at a young age, like, what kind of YouTube would I have? Because we used to watch a lot of scary games and YouTubers playing games and whatnot. But I was doing this thing on Snapchat for about a week, and I was thinking, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, you should make a YouTube. So here I am. Shout out Dante. Mainly what I was doing was just talking about random stuff, things that make me feel a type of way, or life experience. Mainly it just derives from not really having a lot of people to talk to, and just spending a lot of time in my head, spending a lot of time by myself. So be warned, this is just a yap session. We'll see what I plan to do down the line. There's a lot of different stuff that I want to do, that I want to try, that I want to learn how to do. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna make any cuts in this video. I'm still learning how to do that, but I guess the topic of the day should be loneliness. I think loneliness comes in a lot of different shapes and forms. There's the loneliness of, wanting a significant other, or the loneliness of just not having anyone that feel like you really feel like you connect with, or some people, I was thinking about this the other day, and a good majority of the time people have someone to fall back on, but we get caught up in our own little world to where we're selfish with ourselves. I don't have anyone, the world is against me, or it's just me. When it comes down to it, when I'm in my room by myself, or when I'm in that bed by myself, it's just me and my thoughts and this, that, and the other. I'm one of those type of people. I have plenty of, friends that I could talk to, I feel like, but in my head, sometimes I tell myself, do they really want to hear it? Are they going to say what I want to hear? And it's not always about wanting to hear what you want, or, you want them to tell you what you want to hear. But a lot of times, I feel like people won't really get where I'm coming from. And everyone is their own person on this planet, and we have our own experiences. And I think a big thought of that comes from what was I gonna say? Our own experiences, we feel like people just won't relate to. And I was gonna say it's quite annoying, but it's really not, because, another person has gone through other stuff and you won't be able to relate to it. So I think we're all in the same boat. And I think loneliness makes you stronger as a person, but it's truthfully, I'll say it's not for the weak. Loneliness can break people. I remember I spent a month in isolation just by myself. When I wasn't at work, I'd put on a face for work. But when I was home on my off days, I would spend so much time in the dark, in my head, by myself. And I drove myself nuts doing it. And I think isolation and loneliness combined can truthfully kill somebody. It does so much harm. But, I think sometimes people that are lonely just fall back onto their media, videos they watch, YouTubers, movies, actors, influencers, or comfort games, video games, or comfort movies. That's mainly a big one that I was doing for a while. I still do that now. I'm currently stationed overseas, so a lot of my friends have transferred over the years, and at this point, it's just me. So what I really do is just fall back on my interest. And it helps at times, but a good majority of the time on my off days now, I'm in this silly little room, losing my silly little mind, But it's about what you do with that loneliness. Sometimes people fall in a hole. There are days that I'm productive. There are days that I'm not productive. Lately, it's been a little less productive. I'm not doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. But that's only because I spend so much time in my head. Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Don't really have an outcome for that. So, see ya.